Hello and welcome to St Kilda. Standing before me right now is Ackland Street, a social hub for many people. St Kilda is located just 6 kilometres away from Melbourne CBD, and it has a population of just over 26,000 people. Many of these people would be around 34 years of age, and the people that live here make a median household income of $1,625. St Kilda has a rich history, as 31 to 40,000 years ago, St Kilda used to be called Yurok by the Kulin people that wandered these lands. In 1842, it was officially named St Kilda after the ship that landed there at the time, called the Lady of St Kilda. Each year, more than 1.3 million individuals come to visit St Kilda, and that is not too big of a surprise, being as St Kilda is so close to the beach, and that many festivals occur here. This would attract many visitors from other areas of Melbourne, or even Australia, to come visit. This is our first stop, the Verge Community Garden. Let's go have a look what's inside. Ah, the fresh smell of nature in the air. The Verge Community Gardens is a fresh, organic and chemical-free garden, which is run entirely by volunteers. This is particularly busy around the first days of each month, when the annual working bee is held in the gardens. This area used to be an area where people would come together to play lawn bowls, until it was permanently reserved for public use since 1881. We've asked one of these volunteers the thoughts on these gardens and just St Kilda in general. Community gardens, something they enjoy?
Yeah, look, it's great fun. It's always good to give back to the community. It's not that hard. You don't have to give too many hours if you get enough people doing some work with you. Look, it creates a nice green open space for local community, especially in a high density living area. So people get out of their apartments, they want to have somewhere to sit. And most places when you go in built up areas like St Kilda, you've got to pay to sit at a cafe, you've got to buy a beer or a coffee or something like that. But here you can just come and sit in the grass and relax, and it's a safe environment for young families.
Luna Park is one of Melbourne's, or one of Australia's, most well-known cultural icons. It has been here for over 100 years, and is still one of the most popular attractions of Australia to this day. Even Queen Elizabeth II visited Luna Park in 1954. This place is especially popular during the school holidays, and it is open on the weekends, Tuesdays and Fridays, when the kids are not on holidays, but due to being a Monday, it is unfortunately closed for today. The Palais Theatre started life as a picture theatre in 1927 and operated as such until making a transition to a live music venue during the early 1950s. Over the years of its lifetime, many famous bands and artists from around the world have performed in the Palais Theatre, with some of these being the Rolling Stones, Tom Jones, Kenny Rogers and the Beach Boys, and so much more. In its lifetime, not many incidents occurred, but in 1927, a fire engulfed the stage while the remodeled Palais Theatre was still in construction. Standing before me now is the Ackland Street Trams, which is one of the primary sources of transport here in St Kilda. Some of the trams that come by this area are trams 112, which comes from Collins Street, 16, which comes from Swanston Street, and so much more. On average, it takes about 25 minutes to arrive in Melbourne from this tram station, which is the perfect amount of time for anyone that works in the city. This area wasn't all just trams, however, as in this exact same spot, a railway line was used to run through this area and went to the city. The St Kilda railway station was opened on the 13th of March 1857 and was closed on August 1987 because the state government wanted to replace them for light railways in order to save money. Now you can't leave St Kilda without trying out the many cuisines available in the city centre. There are many different types of cuisines available in St Kilda, but the most well-known and popular type of cuisine available is Italian. Many of the restaurants located in St Kilda have received pretty high reviews from critics around Melbourne. Some of these restaurants that have been critically acclaimed are Donovan's, Rococo, Abbey Road Cafe, and Claypot Seafood Bar. Although some of these fall under the fine dining category of food, it is recommended to try one of these places out to make the most out of your St Kilda experience.